Oh, I think we're in a little bit of
Good afternoon. Welcome to Bars and Bells.
My name's Lauren.
And I'm Ian. And something
we,
isn't right with the camera. I can sense it.
Yeah, we're just going to be off screen. So I'm going to adjust that a little bit.
Adjust that.
But we are here week 5 of 6 for our kettlebell practice, where we have 2 kettlebells off to the side, a lighter one for our bottoms up we've been working on, and our heavier one for maybe our press and get-ups, or you use that lighter one for your get-ups. So stay tuned for kettlebells to come, but first a body weight warm-up.
And that, we use our body weight. So let's start with our feet in our parallel position, and just start by pushing your feet out from center. Cramp your butt cheeks.
Sorry, everyone.
I'm looking at the wrong place.
You're going to go for a ride.
Push your feet into the floor. Squeeze your butt cheeks and heavy through the feet. That's the rooting cue we'll give in those swings. And then just ease off. Then with the same stance, pull yourself together. That could be that down phase of some squats as we get into that. Feeling the adductors and also heavy on the feet. Do that one more time as we push out. Cramp the glutes, test your shield, maintain your breath. And for one more time, feel that pull in effort. Again, that's the down phase of your squat. Add a little bit of a shake and a wiggle, and we'll get back to those feet in just a second. But right away, let's just go up to those hands. With the palms facing forward, or at least the thumbs trending forward, lightly elevate the shoulders as a shrug, round forward, and pull down. Then lightly again, effort on the effort scheme to shrug, retract, and then go down. Repeat one more time of our shrug up. But save that for Saturdays. That's a handstand skill. Round forward. Most of the time today, those shoulder blades will be down. But shrug up one more time. Then retract. And then also set those blades low. Then turn those long fingers into light fists with the straight elbows. And bend on the wrists with the knuckles facing forward. Then easy does it on this biceps curl. Up to what we call again that rack position. And turn the hands to face one another. That's a goblet hold. We're not going to do that as much today, and instead focus on knuckles to the sky. Shrug, but I promise that's probably the last time, as you pull those armpits down and have your elbow tips face forward. Pull the elbows back to the ribs, then initiate with the fingertips first reaching to the back, and then extending through the wrist. Extension or straightness on the elbow next, and a light squeeze of the shoulder blades, and then the extension of the shoulder, reaching the arms behind you, trying to have them touch. Then with one more time here, we'll make fists with the hands. Keeping the elbow straight, we'll bend on the wrist, then bend on the elbow, and pull the armpit low like we're grooving that press, and have your finishing pose with the elbows forward. Then finish the whole move with our fingers to the back wall, the wrists extend next, and extend to straight elbows. Are your shoulder blades squeezed? That's a helpful cue for your swing. Return the arms down and shake that out. We'll get right to the floor here using our toe squats. Let's go those knees over toes and push those hips through, cramping those glutes. Pull ourselves down, and this time let's go all the way down towards the ground. Knees on the floor softly. Push the hips through.
There's a kettlebell right behind you.
And one more quick movement, hands on the floor, loading those shoulders now. Fingers, calluses, hands, and let's just do our first knuckle push-up to check in on that wrist extension. Heavy through the fingers, heavy through the calluses, and for 5 repetitions, keep those elbows straight and press the floor away, but then accept the floor back. Grab with the fingers here and the toes in your swing and just push through and shake out those hands. Let's get right back there and load our shoulders in that circular shape while in a hover position. Fingers on the floor, push the hands forward, push the feet back. That's the up phase of a lunge as well. And squeeze the shoulder blades together then.
Covering your knees off the floor. Then we'll
shrug and elevate, and then we'll spread, and we'll pull down to the hips. And then squeeze together. Shrug to the ears again. Push the floor away, wrapping the blades around the rib cage. Pull down to the hips, knees down. Push the floor away. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Test your shield. Let's return to that position one last time and switch that circle direction. So land fingers, calluses, and hands. Push the floor forward through the hands. Push back through the feet so that those knees hover. And then squeeze together. We'll pull down to the hips this time. Then push, wrapping around the body. Elevator shrug. Retract, pull. One more time down. Push away. Shrug up. light squeeze together, and finish pushing the ground away, cramping the butt cheeks, shaking out those wrists, and onto some hips.
Excellent. As usual, we'll warm up those lunges because we'll be doing those get-ups in the near future. So let's bring that leg, one leg to the front. Vertical shin, back toe tucked, back hip lightly extended, which means butt cheek squeezed, shoulders over top of hips. Let's hike that front hip up and then gently pull it down. Now that we're here, we're pulling that front femur in and pressing that back hip forward. So we have that forward backwards tension. Now let's change the tension and push forward backward, but in the opposite way. So front leg pushes forward, back leg pushes back. You stay stacked. You push so much you hover. You push so much you keep rising. Hold. Then change to pull together and that slow descent, again, keeping nice and level. Let's do that one more time on this leg. Forward, backwards, hover. Then come to that mid station. And then finally up. Here, we'll give a little extra to our hip. We'll keep that front knee bent. We'll squeeze our back cheek, drive our hip forward, and slowly try to straighten that back knee from your butt cheek. Try to keep those abs so you're not arching your low back. You're keeping that front leg bent, squeezing, feel a lot of work here. Then start to bend and control, pulling yourself back down to the floor. Let's zip that leg underneath and repeat the same thing on the other side. Vertical shin, hips square and level to the front of the room, back cheek squeezed, front leg pulling in, back hip pushing forward. Feel that pull to center, keeping the back hip extended. Keep that extension as you push forward backwards on the floor. Get to the hover position. Then that mid station, and finally the rise, and then control pulling yourself back down to the floor. Soft landing. One more time. Push forward and back, create tension before you move. Pause a little bit. Then mid station pause. Then to the top. That front shin is still vertical. The back cheek is squeezed, pushing through the front of the room. And then slowly we'll try to straighten that back knee, keeping the cheek squeezed. It's more important that you squeeze your hip forward than ram that leg straight. For 3, 2, pull yourself down. Soft landing. Knee comes under. I'd like to do one more move for a little rotation. So let's go back to that first leg. We'll heel toe the leg open. We'll again hike that side hip up and then pull it down. We'll do one drift over. So knee towards over toe where you're pulling that side leg, getting that knee over toe, back hip extended, and then push into the floor, meet yourself up tall. From here, we'll take the same arm that you can touch that side leg across our chest. Our head and our shoulders will just stay along for the ride as we rotate through our core towards that side leg. Then from there, we'll do a light hinge on the hips, pushing it back like you would in your get-up. Hand lands on the floor, fingertips facing behind you. With that bottom shoulder packed, the leg to the side, we'll rotate through the core. Again, try to rotate the rib cage or the spine versus just the head and shoulders. And then open back up, breathing. Push the floor away, square up the upper body, heel toe the leg to the front, pull it underneath, and repeat on the other side. Heel toe open, just to where your knee is to the side and in line with your foot. Hike a hip, pull it down. Extended back hip, drive down, pull yourself over, knee towards over toe. Then push into the floor, extending yourself back up to tally tall. From there, arm across body, head and shoulders, blades together. Head doesn't initiate, it's your rib cage or core that rotates. Then hinge on your hip, hand finds floor, stack over top of that hand. Head and body rotate towards the floor. Breathe, try to keep that knee open to the side. Then rotate open again, initiating with core. Press the floor away. Head and shoulders to center. Heel toe. And then let's push forward and back and come to tall. We'll warm up our hinges and squats here. Our hinges, we will add our bottoms up. So let's grab that light kettlebell right away. And we'll just get started with a bottoms up hold. We've been progressing these moves over the past 4 weeks. So let's get started with the basic rack position. Behind our kettlebell, we'll use our hinge. We'll grip close to the corner, push some weight straight down so you're nice and stacked. Keep that position as you sit back, swing through, upside down, hold. Let's keep it in that low rack position, but just away from your face. Protect the moneymaker. Retract your shoulder, vertical forearm, lats engaged. We have butts and abs for 4, 3, 2, bring it tight to the body, through, park, up, second side, hip hinge. Push some weight straight down first, find that stability. Sit back, pack shoulder, upside down, hold. Again, vertical forearm. Squeeze your cheeks, kind of pushing down and on the floor as we did that first move in our warm-up. Breathing for 5, 3, 2, through, park. Oh, let's warm up those squats.
More of the bottoms up to come, and squats. Start with your feet in this lightly turned out position, and then take a generous step out. That's a nice place to start, perhaps, to modify or address your squat stance. Earlier in the warm-up, we pulled and pushed from the floor. Let's find that tension here. Pull ourselves down, perhaps pair that with a breath in. And on the up phase, on the core as you push the feet out, extending the hips. Let's repeat that again, but we'll hang out down low a little bit longer this time. Take a breath down here. Maybe just a little bit of a slide and a glide, or an in and an out on those hips. If you could take 1 second longer, are those knees going in the same direction as your middle toe? Then take a breath in and find those abs as you push. Let's repeat one more time. And let's just pretend we have that bottoms up kettlebell in this racks position. As you pull ourselves down, it's that sniff in and core tension to stand. Toss it over to the other side, catch it, pack the shoulder, take our breath in at the top. We're pulling ourselves down and then push out from center to find that tension to tall stand. Shake it out, more bottoms ups.
We'll grab that real bottoms up again, and let's take it to a quarter press this time with a little march. And then we'll put it all together after and do some squats with it. So hip hinge over top of your bell. Stack, sit back, upside down. Either staying in the rack position or getting to that quarter press. Now, as you drive one leg up, the other drives into the floor. Keep that shoulder retracted. Maybe it's 4-ish, 2 each side, but controlled. Less is more. Keep it tight to the body. Park that bell. Whoa. Same thing, second side. Hinge, push weight straight down, swing through, upside down. Adjust your stance. Drive down with one leg. Sorry, I forgot the quarter press if you did that last time. One more time each side. We have stability in our core as we do this. Breathing. And then through and park.
Before we go holding that kettlebell in the bottoms up in the rack, let's just do a nice light set of repetitions here in a rack position for our squat. So you could take that into the hike pass and then into our cheat clean and assemble your stance. Take a breath in going down. Take your time here and full tension to stand. Repeat one more time as we pull and then push. 2 hands on the bell. Return. Let's do the same thing for 2 quick reps on the other side. Our hike pass, conventional style with the kettlebell in the sense that the bottom is down, and pull ourselves down and to tall stand. And one more time, pull and stand tall. Return to the floor and shake.
Well, that warmed us up, but we have one more bottoms up move before we get to those get ups, which I know you are just dreaming about.
Dreams.
All right. Bottoms up again.
The full thing.
Here we go. Grip close to the corner. Push weight down. Sit back. Upside down bell. Now, either stay here. Keep it in that rack position and hold. Or adjust your stance to your squat. And we'll be pulling ourselves down into that squat. And then to tall. And maybe one more. Pull yourself down. And to tall. I said to Ian, my hands were so dry, I came in and I moisturized. Silly thing to do.
I thought we were doing the bottoms up there. I kind of spent some extra energy.
All right, same thing. Wipe the moisturizer off. The other side. Hinge grip. Swing through. Upside down. Adjust to squat stance. Pull yourself down. Tall, one more time. Pull down, have abs, no twisting, both legs even. Up, and then through, and park. That's tough.
That's warm for sure.
Great. So now that we're a little warmed up, we're going to get our kettlebell, our get-ups going, mixed with our swing prep. Last week, we did 5 swings in this I go, you go pattern. We kept it pretty quick. We went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth a couple more times. Today, we'll be warming up our swings in between our get-ups, and we'll be working in intervals of 5 and 10 reps at a time, but also in that I go, you go pattern, as you know, we like. Let's get started with our first get-up.
So we start in that cuddle using a body weight or your nice heavy kettlebell. Press it with 2 hands and set up to drive the hip. Pull yourself to the elbow. It's a tall sit, a nice big bridge. Then press the floor away and square up the lunge. Full body tension to stand, and then draw yourself down with control. Open, looking at that kettlebell, we hinge, sit tall, proud shoulder on the elbow to the ground, and then the 2 hands down. Spinorama, feet over the bell always rather than your head. And I believe Warren has the same cues, but maybe we'll listen to something different.
From the cuddle to the roll, and ultimately that press. Hip drive to elbow. Find your hand. Bridge, sweep. Hand leaves floor. Front foot moves. Think of that lunge tension we did on the up, and then again on the down. Open up, rotate, hinge, sweep, elbow to your back. Pull the bell down. You're going to stand up without using your hands. No rules, no hands. Let's get warmed up in those swings, going right into our hike and then our stop swings, followed by continuous swings. 1 hike, 2 stops, 3 continuous. We'll do a set of 5. We'll do another set of get-ups. Here we go. Hip hinge, grip tip, hike, pull, park. 2 stops, pull, swing, through, stop, repeat. And then 3 in a row. No put down. Park. Whew, good. Let's take a couple breaths. Shake out those legs. We'll do 1 set of 5 continuous, followed by 1 more set of get-ups. And then it's big swing action coming at your way. Here we go. 5 continuous swings. Pull. And park.
So we will be choosing those 5s and 10s for us personally, but feel free to adjust your rep count as you need. Maybe something high, something low. Maybe that's a 3 and a 5 or a 5 and an 8. Listen to your body and modify as you need.
High, low, medium, slow, low, bracky, pepper. Remember that game? Okay.
No, I don't.
That's okay. Skipping. All right. We'll lie down. I'd like to do 2 get-ups in a row. You shouldn't be surprised by that. So come on down to your cuddle position. We'll roll. We'll do 2 get-ups in a row on each side, and then we'll get swinging. Here we go. To the elbow. To the hand. Bridge, sweep. Press away, square up, use both legs. If you have trouble doing this lunge with the bell overhead, you can always pull that bell down to the rack position and even pretend to stand up, thinking about let's keep it up, go again. Thinking about your alignment when you're in that lunge, no pressure to do anything that doesn't feel good. So right here, you could pull it down to the rack, stand up with it, come back down, and then press it back overhead. Breathe. Sweep, elbow, back, pull down, return to the floor. Oh.
Go as far as you know that it's safe to come home, and working on partial get-ups is a strong way to build resiliency and strength. And don't forget, Ian, 2 repetitions in a row. Cuddle, roll, press. It's a drive of the hip. A tall sit, a bridging, sweeping leg. I'm looking at that bell as I reach into the lunge. Now looking forward to stand tall. Pull yourself down, open in the windmill, Find the ground. Sweep. Tall sit. Proud elbow. To the ground. And one more time. Drive. Tall sit. Bridge. Press the floor away. Square up that lunge. Yep. Full body tension to stand. Pull yourself down, squeezing your back butt cheek. Then open. Hinge. Sweep. Elbow. And with control. To your back. And down. And then back up. With no hands, Lauren.
Oopsies, I touched everything.
Hot lava.
Hot lava. Whew. All right. You know what? No more warm-ups here. It's game time.
Game time.
So, I go, you go fashion. We're going to count these sets so well. No forgetting.
Uh-oh.
Ian goes first. 5.
5.
I go 5. 10. 10. 5, 5, 10, 10. Remember, Ian goes, I go, you go pattern. So you're taking a break with one of us and swinging with the other. Here we go. Round 1. Ding, ding, ding. 5 swings. Strong like a plank at the top. Staying up tall until you need to move. Keeping those blades together. Rooting those feet. First set.
While we still have our breath with us, we'll be definitely cueing your swing and focus on perhaps one of those cues, as there are a lot of things to focus on. And right now, I hear that nice sweet breath match. So continue to control your breath.
All right, round 2. This is a set of 10 swings. Again, 10 is always optional. Any number that's less than 10 would be great. Number 10 swing should look like number 1. If it's getting a little tired, drop those reps. Remember to keep driving those hips through at the top. Oh, here we go.
Matching the breath with your swing and slowing it down. Rooting the feet. Staying in control, grounded to the ground, and grounded with that breath. In slowly, and then slower. These first couple sets are personally some of my hardest. Get that heart rate going, and then they can cruise a little bit.
Set number 3 here, 5 swings. We've done 15 total. I'm saying it out loud so we all remember. And we are here bringing ourselves up to 20 swings.
There we go. 5. That's nice. Hopefully they do feel nice and powerful and quick. And as Lauren said, if that amplitude or height of the swing is dropping, consider dropping your numbers of repetitions or grabbing the letter bell.
Round 4, 10 swings or up 2. Blades retracted right at the beginning. Think that bell is actually just connected to your hips via your lats and your arms. So you're driving that bell up by swinging your hips, never lifting it.
A way to avoid lifting it is to use a heavy bell. Feel that urgency to control and ballistically power that kettlebell forward from the hips while maintaining that tight position Lauren talked about, delaying that moment that we hinge. The kettlebell stays tight to the body for as long as it can. A set of 5, thank goodness, here we go.
30 swings down. Couple more to go. Don't worry about the grand total. Worry about one set at a time. 5 swings here. Breathing on that strong exhale. Parking with control.
Oh. Control for the first set of repetitions till the end and shake it out in between. Those of you who are swinging, it's high tension time. And for us, we're chilling and about to switch roles.
All right, 10 swings, Team Ian. We are recovering. So taking that nice big inhale and relax, exhale. Shaking out the grip, shaking out the quads, shaking out the cheeks. Oh, taking your time. Whew. This brings us to 45 after this.
Shake out your cheeks because no one's watching, or at least they shouldn't be. But when you're on your bike ride or red light, you don't shake your cheeks out quite there. Not that anyone did. Not that anyone did. We're doing that, and this takes to that 45, which means we have a nice little 5 coming up here. So let's not rest too much because Lauren likes to keep it going.
That's right. Keep on top of it. It's a little challenging on our breath. It's a little challenging on our whole body. But it's only a couple minutes. No need to do this for too long.
That's right. When you keep it intense, by keeping it short. If you kept it long and intense, you might just be inefficient. Here we are, doing our 5. Another set of 10 coming up quick.
All right, Team Ian. 10 swings. This brings us 55. Multiples of 15, 30, 45, 60. This brings us to 60, everyone. That's much better than 55.
Oh, that's so much better than 55.
Multiples of 15.
How's your grip? My grip is feeling a little bit worked. We don't want to overgrip that kettlebell. Instead, secure it. Straight elbows and then back and shoulders. We've got Team Lauren instructing with repetitions as you recover here. In slow, out slower. Now a lovely set of 5.
All right. Think about doing about 2 more full rounds of this. So another set of 5, another set of 10, another set of 5, another set of 10. Go 5 at a time. Promise it'll be okay.
5. So we're shaking it out. Again, looking at your teammate here, checking in on their form, thinking, I hope that our swings look and feel as powerful as what the ground is shaking like right now.
10 swings here, Team Ian. One thing I really, really love to see when people are swinging is that they're keeping their hinge. Keep that deep hinge. Shut the car door behind you. Every time, try not to lose it and just get folded in half.
When we keep the hinge, keep the load on the hamstrings, posterior chain, and the abs included. We start to round and get tired. That extra load or stress is placed on our back. It's something we want to avoid in our swing. So, maintain the hinge. Close that car door.
Boom. Another round of 5. Think about that. 5 swings here. If you're off, you're shaking. You're breathing. How loose can you make those quads? Woo.
High tension and looseness as well. We want both. Otherwise, we're just tight. High tension is great for performance. And those shakes are great for relaxation.
Whoops. Yeah, it was just 5. Yeah. Okay, set of 10 for Team Ian. 10 swings here. This will take you to 90. Then there's going to be a surprise set of 5 after that. It's no longer a surprise, so you can mentally prepare. We'll get to 95. We'll save 100 for next week. Gotta have something for you to come back to.
Feels good. Feels good while we do it. Makes us feel alive. But I do love that feeling when we're done. Let's not kid ourselves. It's hard work. We're going to reward ourselves with feeling of accomplishment. That's just a couple more for Team Lauren. Now I'm running out of breath. Just trying to slow things down.
One last set here. Let's get us to 95. 5 swings here, Team Ian. Last round. We're taking big breaths in, thinking 360. Open the cage. Let it out.
There's probably gonna be a breathing drill coming up here. So for my team, we got a little head start here. So slow it down. Lock and strong.
95. Stay tuned next week to get to 100. Nice full breath in, and then exhale. Nice full breath in, and exhale. Repeat again, in, and out. Little additions on, in, hold, and out. In, hold, in more, hold, and out. One more time, the hardest one. In for 4, hold, in more, hold, out for 4, hold empty 4, and relax. Try not to gasp. Nice. Now, there's one last thing that Ian always likes to do. I'm blaming this one on him.
What's this?
Let's do one get up from the top down, which means we have to press our bell.
Oh, yes.
If you want, this is bonus time here.
Yes.
Try to keep it to a 30-minute practice.
Right?
Well, let's do a 31-minute practice here. Over top of our bell. Hinge, pull to rack. 1 press. Bow. Full get up to the floor, or just keep that bell overhead. Hold while we do that get up. Maybe march on the spot. Keep the bell up if you came down here, and come back up. Breathing, looking at that bell as you rotate underneath it. pressing away, coming up to tall. Let's do a slow pull down to the rack, 2 hands park. Whew. Shake that out. One more set. Second side. Hinge grip. Pull to rack. Bells up. Full get up down. That leg you can touch that goes back. Rotating underneath that bell. Sweeping. Elbow. Keep it up once you get to your floor. And last time back up. Elbow. Hand. Sweep. Press away. Front foot. Push forward and back. Control the down. 2 hands. Park bell. Now we're for real done. Oh, thanks for joining us. Week 5. Got a little sweaty here. Well, that's what is supposed to happen.
That's right.
Whew. So on Thursday, we're on the other side of the room at the bar for our hip mobility and strength, as well as some more presses if you didn't get enough there. And then Saturday, we're back on this side for a body weight practice where all you need is this,
Body weight.
that,
Body weight.
whatever you got.
So to our members, thank you so much. To the subscribers, of course. And if you're not, please please subscribe and share. Maybe even go to our website, barsandbells.com, and become a Patreon, sign up for our newsletter, and connect with us on all the ways online and stream your strength on Tuesdays with the bell, Thursdays with the bar, and your own body weight on a Saturday morning. Until we train again, may we
Take care.
Stay strong.
And train soon.
Train soon.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Whew.